What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Manga Madhouse, the channel where I, Darren, take you through my manga collection and journey. If you wanted to join an amazing community of people who love anime and manga, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and use the link down in the description below to join the Discord. It's free for the first 100 people, so make sure you go ahead and do that. It is filling up fast. We're like halfway there, at least at the time of recording this video. It may be more by the time this video is out. But if you cannot tell by the thumbnail title, in today's video, we're going to be reorganizing my shelf. So it's been something I've been thinking about for a while now. Right now, I've just been doing it alphabetically, but sometimes it does not look good. So like, for example, and I'll probably put like a video over it, but you'll see that like Drifting Classroom, it's a huge, big, deluxe, like hardback. It's kind of just in the middle of some regular like shonen sized manga, and then also like Erase sticks out, and I'm kind of just peeking over at my shelf. So you see this section here where Dragon Ball Z is, that looks fine because Dragon Ball Z is, before Dragon Ball Z is Dragon Ball, so it works out. But if I was able to get Death Note and Dragon Ball Z on the same shelf, it just wouldn't have looked good. But instead they're on different rows. So it kind of works out. But in other cases, you can't really see it. Like I said, I'll put videos over it. But in other cases, you have like Parasite next to Naruto, JoJo next to Jujutsu Kaisen. So those are just some things that I would like to change and kind of just have it look more aesthetically pleasing. There has to be some type of order, especially for someone like me. So I still may do by title, but maybe just in a different way. And what really kind of made me think about this is, one, I've just kind of been thinking just switching stuff up for the sake of switching stuff up, one, to make more room and things like that. But then also the other day I was taking my Yu Yu Hakusho volumes that I just got, and it wasn't Yu Yu Hakusho, it was Undead Unluck, my Undead Unluck volume. I had to take it and put it in between Vagabond and Uzumaki by Junji Ito. So I was like, yeah, this something has to change to where like books of this size can be together, and books of, Vagabond, Uzumaki can be next to each other. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to sit here and just show it all as I've done in the past. I'm trying to just switch things up. I'll do it sometimes, but I'm not going to do it a lot. We're really just going to skip straight into, once I have everything reorganized, I'm going to show you everything and then kind of explain my reasoning. I feel like that's just better, and also you don't want, like I said, you don't want to see me do the same thing every time. So we're going to switch it up just a tad little bit. So I hope you enjoy it. If you like the other way better, let me know down in the comment section below. I'm just trying to switch things up, of course, because trying to bring you brand new content. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to the shelf. Alright, so as you can tell, on the first shelf, what I decided to do was, it's still in alphabetical order. However, it's by kind of manga type, manga size. So Colorist being, as you see, is slightly smaller. It's still, regular paperback, but it's slightly smaller than like something like Bleach, or as you see here, Astro Lost in Space. And all of these kind of are the same size. I will say Blood on Tracks is like a little wider, or maybe it's like longer for some reason, but still, it's the same height. And that's basically mainly what I mean by size. It's essentially height. So then you go down here and you see Claymore, Don, same thing. Dragon Ball Z, rest in peace to Akira Toriyama. And then you get down here, more Dragon Ball Z, Demon Slayer, Elusive Samurai, Horimiya, Hunter x Hunter, Jujutsu Kaisen. Basically, like I said, all the same size, your standard manga size. That's what you kind of get at first. It's essentially by size. So then right here, more Naruto, and you get down here, and this is where the first change is. So once again, standard manga volume sizes, so Silent Voice, all the way to Yu Yu Hakusho, but then still manga,
not hardback, still paperback, just a little bigger. So Blue Lock is a little bigger. Girls Last Tour, a little bigger. Goodbye Eerie, it's just slightly bigger than these regular size manga volumes. Then we go into Happiness, and then you see Look Back, Rio, Tokyo Ghoul also is a part of that. And then we all know that the Zom 100 volumes are not your standard manga volume size. Now, this next part is kind of where it got a little tricky, because of the fact that I didn't know if I wanted to put my manhwa last, because technically it's not manga, or did I want my manhwa to kind of go after my manga, just because of the fact that, hold on, my cat's trying to ruin the video. Yeah, I didn't know what to necessarily do with the manhwa, and I decided to kind of still put it after the paperback manga, and that's how I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna have manhwa essentially just by itself. I'm gonna have manhwa kind of go where it fits with manga. So most manhwa volume sizes is basically like the big size of manga. So as you can tell, they're pretty similar in size. So what I decided to do was I'll just put my manhwa after that, and if I ever get any hardback manhwa or something, it'll go into the part you'll see later. But then you see the Boxer, Horizon, Killing Stalking, Solo Leveling, Tower of God. Now that one kind of stuck out because it's not quite, it's bigger than literally everything, but I didn't really have anywhere else to put it. So it kind of gets its own little space, even though technically it's a part of this manhwa group right here. Now we go into the omnibuses. So anything I deem as an omnibus, or to the best of my ability is an omnibus or close to an omnibus in size, and that'll make more sense once we go to the next shelf, will go on this shelf. So as you can see, we have 20th Century Boys, then 21st Century Boys, Blade of the Immortal. Then we come down here, and even though Blue Giant is nowhere near the size of 20th Century Boys, it's obviously an omnibus, so therefore it kind of falls into that category. Death Note, Fire Force, and then Gantz all the way down here. And I didn't want to go to the next shelf. It's a little dark down here, but I didn't want to go to the next shelf for Gantz, so I just put the last volume up right there. Do you have something you want to say? Okay, well that's enough. So as I said, anything I deemed as a omnibus size, so as you see Goodnight Poon Poon, I don't think these are omnibuses, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're omnibus size, so therefore they fit into this category, because it just wouldn't make sense to put them anywhere else really. Then you got Homunculus, PTSD Radio, Orb on the Move, on the Movement of the Earth, which I need to go ahead and read that. One of my favorite series, if not my favorite series, Tokyo Revenger. So as you see, it all makes sense. Vagabond 1 through 3 right here, and then boom, right here is where we switch from my omnibuses or just big paperback volumes to hardcovers. So then we got the Black Paradox, Dracula, Drifting Classroom, Erased. Then we go down here, Fist of the North Star, JoJo's, Orochi, and Parasite, and then lastly Uzumaki. This Chainsaw Man is just here to fill the gap. There's really nothing in there. And then we have the deluxe editions down here, everything from Attack on Titan, 5 volumes of Berserk, 2 volumes of Blade of the Immortal, hopefully to get a third soon, Hellsing, and then the first volume of Vagabond. And we got some loose manga here that's going to go on the shelf once I do a manga haul. Then we have Akira, which is just always going to stay in that box, because actually that's probably my favorite box set. Then over here in the corner, you do see some boxes. Basically, I plan to leave my manga essentially on the shelf until if I get more space. So instead of just buying more shelves as of right now, because I do have a shelf that's completely unpacked and I need to put together, but there's no need because I don't have enough manga to kind of fulfill it. Yeah, instead of doing that, I would just take manga off my shelf and kind of put it back into its box to create more space, especially when, for those of you who know, I plan on reading Claymore at some point this year. Once I read it, I really don't see the point of me kind of having it on the shelf, especially with it just being so fresh. So I'll probably put that back in the box. Naruto will probably always stay, because that's what got me here. Like, that's what got me into anime, which eventually led me getting into manga. Dragon Ball Z, it might eventually go into the box, but it was really close to winning for me reading this year when I did the poll. So I probably will read it next year. We'll see. I'll probably do another poll, and of course, after unfortunate events, it may just get a lot of votes, so I'll probably read it. I've just seen that anime so much, that's why I wasn't in a hurry to read it. But either way, you just kind of see how it's set up. Like I said, I did it kind of by size, and then I went into it's by size and in alphabetical order. that's basically what I did. So if you have any other ways of kind of sorting your manga, let me know. Let me know down in the description, not in the description, but in the comment section below. And if you want to show off your collection, I have a place where you can do that in the Discord. Go ahead, Discord is live. Go ahead and check that out. Use the link down, and that's actually in the description. First 100 people get in free. And then once again, I'll probably explain. It's been a crazy week. But I'll probably explain why I'm taking that approach in my next video. Well, not my next video. Actually, that video might come out before this one. I don't know, but in a video, my next like weekly update video, wherever that is, whether that's after this video, before this video, I will have explained in there what I'm going to charge. But yeah, like I said, join the Discord if you want to show off your collection. I have a place for that where you can show off hauls, your collection, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, this is kind of how I had it set up. And I actually find myself just looking at my collection more since I've done it this way. Now, it could be because it's new. I did this like a week ago. But like I said, I've just been looking at it a lot lately. Let me zoom out a little bit. But yeah, I've just been looking at it a lot lately. It's just nice to look at instead of kind of having like the biggest one I would always look at before was like how Drifting Classroom would be in the almost like, you know, right before Dragon or right after Dragon Ball Z and before Demon Slayer. It just didn't look right. So I do kind of like this approach more. But let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and let me know how you organize your manga. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. There we go. Peace.